I want to give you the 3 pitfalls to avoid falling into when you think you're supporting your partner, but you're actually invalidating their feelings. And I want you to be aware if you are always questioning whether your partner actually is there to support you or if they are invalidating you. Because a lot of times we start to question whether we're going crazy or not and whether we should walk away from the relationship or stay because we know our partner tries to actually be supportive of us, right? But we never feel supported after we have certain conversations and so forth. The first big pitfall a lot of people fall into when they think they're supporting their partner, but they're not, is they wind up minimizing or dismissing their partner's feelings. Now, they think they're actually helping their partner, right? They think they're helping them to not, get too emotional or too upset about whatever the situation is. And they'll say something like, oh, you're just overreacting, or it's not that big of a deal. And I'm pointing out those 2 phrases because in some actual toxic relationships, you'll have someone that's really manipulative and they'll say things like that try to, suppress their partner's feelings, to make them not stand up for themselves in different ways and convince them that what's going on is okay. But there's actually situations where someone actually has the best of intentions and they're really trying to help their partner to not get too overheated about something or overly emotional. And they'll say something like one of those 2 lines. Oh, you're overreacting, or it's not that serious. And what you do when you do that is you're not supporting your partner right there. You're discrediting them and how they feel. Because what you're implying when you make one of those statements is that your partner's feelings are not important and are not legitimate. And that leaves them feeling misunderstood and dismissed. Instead, acknowledge their feelings by saying, I can see this is really upsetting you, so that they know that you're aware of where they're really at emotionally. Then you want to validate their feelings. You don't have to agree with the way they feel to validate them. And validating them doesn't mean you're saying, yeah, you should stay upset and be this overworked about whatever the situation is. It's just letting them know that you get it. So you say something like, I understand why this can make you that upset. Not that you agree, but you understand, you get it, you get them. So if your partner's not responding in that kind of a way, right, using those kind of statements instead of saying or trying to tell you that you're overreacting for how you feel, it's a flag, right? You need to call that out to your partner and try to ask them to readjust and be more supportive in those moments and seek to find common ground to let you know that they actually get it and they understand why you could feel that way. The second big way people invalidate their partner's feelings is by offering unsolicited advice or solutions. They'll say something like, you should just do this, or have you tried doing that? And when you do this, you imply that your partner's feelings are a problem to be fixed versus something that needs to be understood and empathized with. What you should be doing is actively listening to your partner, allowing them to express themselves without interrupting. And instead of imposing or forcing solutions on them, ask up front, would you like advice or help find the solutions through this? Or do you just need a helpful ear or a space to vent? So ask yourself, does my partner impose their thoughts and their beliefs on what they think the solution will be for me? Or do they actually ask me what I need to be supported through this situation? And the third biggest invalidating things people do to their partners when it comes to their emotions is comparing their experiences to other people. They'll say, other people have it worse, or at least it's not as bad as what happened to so-and-so. And you think you're helping your partner not feel like their situation is so unique and so much worse than everyone else. But what you've just done is made them feel like their emotions are not justified and that they're not as significant. Instead, show empathy. Say something like, that sounds really hard, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. It doesn't matter if you believe it's hard for what they're going through. It matters that they believe it. And if you can see the amount of stress and pressure or pain that they seem to be in as a result of it, empathize with their pain, not with your belief system around what their pain is coming from. So you want to stay focused and present on their unique experience and their emotions and their feelings and not make comparisons to outside circumstances. And if you're the one trying to be supported, ask yourself, does my partner just come and dumb down my experience by always, blending it with everyone else's? Or do they actually see me in or particular to look at how I'm feeling about my circumstance and how I feel about it? And if you need the tools to make sure you're supporting your partner and not invalidating your partner, or if you need the tools to get clarity on why you're feeling the way you feel, even though your partner is trying to support you, reach out to me or DM me coaching and we will get to work. Let's get it.